My name is Brigit Pack, and I have been married for over 16 years to a spouse who recently identified and came out to me as transgender. My spouse identifies as a biologically born man, however, feels female inside. I found this out a couple years back, and my immediate response is what every one of you are thinking on the camera today, that this is not something that's common, it's something that's unique. While I can tell you it's unique, I can tell you it's common in the fact that it ties me to the trials that we all share in life, and my trial may just be different. However, the Lord would love each of us, and I know that that's the right place for me to be. When I found out, I did the typical path. I was ready to divorce my husband and leave the church and really struggle to understand what the Lord would want of me. So I went to the temple with a sincere heart and a decision made to leave my spouse, leave my marriage, and walk away. And as I sat and prayed and prayed and prayed, the Lord bore witness to me that the right answer was to stay. I don't know why, I don't know how long, and I don't know what that means. But I know that the Lord wanted me to stay in my marriage, work it out, figure it out together, and just continue to love my spouse, who I'd always loved. My spouse also has struggled with testimony over the years. And the first time I really began to struggle with my testimony was when this too came out. My husband looked at me and said that he had the testimony that was rock solid of the church. He knew that everything was true, and that he understood for me and for my daughter that it was the best way to live in our life, and that the Lord wanted us to return to him. However, the devastating part, as he broke into tears, was he didn't believe that he was worthy of it. He didn't believe that the Lord could love him or did love him, but the Lord had turned his back and walked away. After hearing that, and I get chills saying it again, I went back to my days in primary, where that's the core foundation that we're taught, is that we are children of God. We are one of his eternal beings here on this earth, and he loves us. He loves each and every one of us regardless. And I knew at that moment that the problem at that point was not anything to do with the gender that I was experiencing in my spouse, or the gender my spouse was experiencing. The problem was the shame, guilt, hurt, fear, and anger that had developed from hiding this secret. I don't want to hide it anymore. I want to be proud. I want to show how much I love my partner, my daughter, and my Heavenly Father. And I believe all of those can live in harmony. The last several years of my life have taught me, without any doubt in this world, the power of personal revelation. And I know that the Lord has chosen select beings in this world who will be given trials without black and white answers. We can't have everything explained to us by our church leaders. That is why we're here. We're supposed to take the doctrine that we know, and we are supposed to pray, find our own revelation in the right and righteous path, and make sure that that is what we have complete testimony in. The Lord didn't put us down here because he chose the path for us. The Lord put us down here to choose for ourselves. And I have done that countless times and gotten on my knees and sometimes received a revelation I honestly didn't even want. But it has taught me that that is what I'm receiving, and I shouldn't doubt it and I shouldn't question it.